Um, I'm saying that because you're a human rights lawyer. The other issues happening, perhaps, where we see also national security go after former appointees. Many say that the reset agenda, as you're pointing out, of the NDC is simply, in flagrant breach of the respect for human rights and independent, the liberties of citizens as well. These are all matters coming up. You've heard from the minority side in Parliament on all of these claims. As a human rights lawyer, does this trigger you, and would you employ your party to perhaps take a different approach?
Well, I believe that, human rights obviously is not an endorsement of wrongdoing. Human rights is more of both substantive and procedural laws. I mean, all I can say is that we all work within the limits of the law. That is all I can say. And I have heard the learned Attorney General talk about the processes involved in some of these arrests, some of them that clear evidence of bench warrants issued for those arrests. I believe if there are bench warrants for arrests and people act in accordance with the terms of those warrants, it will be so difficult to describe those arrests unlawful arrests or a breach of fundamental rights.
Are you not wavering on your long-established posture now of being at the forefront for the fight for human rights and liberties? You are a known human rights lawyer. Now your party is taking a stance which many say may cripple the position that you've long held.
Not at all. I mean, like I rightly said, where there are human rights violations, we speak against those violations. Where there is none, we cannot be forced to speak on human rights grounds only because somebody feels aggrieved that the person is being called upon to account.
Yeah. Take a look at the examples. Apologies for cutting through. Take a look at some of the examples the minority leader has spoken of. Claims that, of course, the home of the former BOG governor was raided. These are claims. Yeah, we're keeping it at that. But even to the extent that, accusations are being made, the national security persons are making away with some amounts of money. In the case of Kenneth Oriata, you have his lawyers suing for trespass. These are clearly breaches in the law, you agree?
Well, you see, that's a question. You see, the claims, there's difference between just making a claim and actually establishing those claims. When you look at what happened or the statements made by the minority leader, those statements have been found to be false. And you will recall that the Deputy Attorney General actually came out heavily on him, with respect to peddling falsehood and misinformation on the floor of Parliament. So that's where the problem is. So, we don't jump over claims merely because people are making it. I've seen a lot of human rights violation in respect of areas that I have made visible noise about. Obviously, in these politically heated matters, I don't think that the mere claim or allegation by the minority leader is sufficient. Now, what I would advise is that, look, violation of human rights has remedies under our laws. Violation of human rights have remedies under our law. Under Article 12 of the Constitution, when you look at Article 13, you look at Article 14, in fact, the whole of chapter 5 of the Constitution. And so if anyone feels that their right has been violated in respect of anything at all, whether it's in respect of the arrest, in respect of prosecution or detention, the person has a right to remedy in court. You will recall that there were many times that I myself had the opportunity when the then IGP was coming after me in respect of certain demonstrations and all that. Once I believed that the potential arrest was unlawful, I actually went to court to challenge it, right? So I think that is where we should leave it. It's not about how much condemnation or public condemnation we do, even though I agree that is also very important. And guess what? Rights are also personal. And so standing in Parliament and simply screaming that there were some vandalization and all that, which evidence available does not point to, clearly does not support that claim of violation of rights.
Yeah.